In today's world, a common misconception is the equation of Islam with extremism or terrorism. This stereotype is deeply flawed and ignores the rich, peaceful, and compassionate teachings at the heart of the religion. Islam, which means peace in Arabic, emphasizes values such as mercy, justice, charity, and respect for others. Muslims are required to follow the 5 pillars of Islam, which encompass faith, prayer, charity, fasting, and pilgrimage. These pillars are foundations of a balanced and ethical life, meant to bring believers closer to God and to foster a sense of community and responsibility towards others. The Quran, Islam's holy book, advocates for peace and tolerance. It calls for the treatment of all individuals with dignity and compassion, regardless of their faith or background. For example, Surah Al-Ma'idah 5:32 states that killing one person unjustly is as though one has killed all of humanity, while saving a life is as though one has saved all of humanity. Throughout history, Muslims have made immense contributions to culture, science, medicine, mathematics, and the arts. Figures such as Avicenna in medicine and Al-Khwarizmi in mathematics have left lasting legacies. Islamic civilizations have been centers of learning and tolerance, with scholars opening their doors to all, regardless of religion. However, as with any group or ideology, there are individuals who misinterpret teachings for their own ends. Extremist factions that claim to act in the name of Islam do not represent the beliefs of the vast majority of Muslims around the world. Their actions are politically motivated and not rooted in the genuine teachings of Islam. It is also important to realize that Muslims themselves are often the victims of terrorist acts. Majority Muslim countries suffer greatly from the devastating impact of terrorism, and communities work tirelessly to combat these threats. In conclusion, equating Islam with extremism or terrorism is a dangerous oversimplification that ignores the religion's true essence. By understanding and appreciating the principles of Islam, we can cultivate a more accurate perception and a more inclusive world. It is essential to differentiate between the peaceful teachings of Islam and the acts of those who misuse its name for violent purposes. By doing so, we pave the way for a more just and harmonious global society. In our contemporary world, misconceptions about Islam are persistently widespread, often portraying this rich and diverse faith as synonymous with extremism or terrorism. However, this narrative is not only deeply erroneous, but also dangerously simplistic. Islam, a faith followed by over 1 billion individuals worldwide, is fundamentally a religion of peace, compassion, and tolerance. At the heart of Islam are its 5 pillars: the declaration of faith, Shahada, prayer, Salah, almsgiving, Zakat, fasting during the month of Ramadan, Psalm, and the pilgrimage to Mecca, Hajj. These pillars encapsulate the values of solidarity, humility, and devotion. The Shahada, professing the oneness of God and the prophethood of Muhammad, emphasizes a profound commitment to a life of ethical and moral integrity. Salah, prescribed 5 times a day, nurtures a constant connection with the divine, fostering inner peace and community spirit. Zakat, or charitable giving, underscores social responsibility and the importance of caring for the less fortunate. The fasting of Psalm instills self-discipline and empathy, while Hajj fosters unity and equality among believers. Islam also places immense importance on knowledge and education, advocating for the pursuit of learning throughout one's life. The concept of ilm in Islam refers not only to religious knowledge but also to the broader understanding of the world, encouraging Muslims to seek wisdom and contribute positively to society. The misinterpretation of jihad as holy war is perhaps the most significant distortion. In reality, jihad means striving or struggling in the way of God. This struggle can be internal, to overcome personal failings and live righteously, or external, to promote justice and equity. Islamic teachings unequivocally denounce acts of violence and terrorism. The Quran, Islam's holy book, states, "Whoever kills an innocent person, it is as if he has killed all of humanity." Quran 5:32. This verse underscores the sanctity of human life, a core tenet of Islamic belief. Historically, Muslim societies have flourished through cultural, scientific, and intellectual achievements. During the Golden Age of Islam, significant advancements were made in medicine, mathematics, astronomy, and literature. This legacy is a testament to Islam's true essence, one of learning, compassion, and coexistence. In conclusion, conflating Islam with extremism or terrorism is a gross misrepresentation. It is essential to approach this diverse and profound faith with an open mind, recognizing the values of peace, compassion, and justice that lie at its core. By understanding and respecting these principles, we can foster a more inclusive and harmonious global community. In today's complex and interconnected world, misunderstandings and misconceptions about religions can easily spread, often leading to negative stereotypes. One such misconception is the idea that Islam is synonymous with extremism and terrorism. However, this narrative is far from the truth and does a disservice to a faith practiced peacefully by over 1 billion people worldwide. Islam, like any major world religion, has as its foundation a set of core principles that emphasize peace, compassion, and coexistence. The name Islam itself is derived from the Arabic word salam, which means peace. The Quran, the holy book of Islam, contains numerous verses that advocate for kindness, understanding, and tolerance. For instance, one of the oft-quoted verses, "Islam is a religion of peace, mercy, and forgiveness. It promotes principles of justice, tolerance, and coexistence." The actions of a minority of extremists should not be taken as a reflection of the beliefs held by over 1 billion Muslims worldwide. These extremists misinterpret and misuse religious texts for their own political and personal gains. Islam explicitly forbids the killing of innocent people and advocates for the protection of human life. The Quran, which is the holy book of Islam, and the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad, emphasize compassion, charity, and respect for others. The Islamic civilization has a rich history of contributing to the fields of science, medicine, mathematics, and literature, which have all played a crucial role in shaping the modern world. In essence, Islam is a religion that calls for the betterment of humanity and encourages its followers to live righteous and fulfilling lives while fostering understanding and respect among all people, regardless of their religion, race, or background.